to TICE News. I have with me Mr. Vinod Bhawnani. He is the founder and CEO of Mialo. So let's understand from him how he started this startup and how he made it to here. Welcome, Mr. Vinod. So can you quickly tell me like about your startup journey, how you really began with it and how you made it so far?
Sure. Thanks for having me. So I work as a CEO and founder of Mialo Technologies, and I've been in the industry for almost 30 years, worked in different countries in different positions. And before I started Mialo, I worked as a CTO and director of a company called DigiMaker, a Norwegian company, which I was able to grow it from 3-4 people to up to 150 people. And then eventually we sold it to one of our largest clients called Kongsberg, which is a company owned by the government of Norway. So back in 2012, we got acquired by them, and I continued to work with them for a year after the acquisition. And then in 2014, I started Mialo, essentially as a software services company. My personal kick is being able to create sustainable employments. So I thought, why not do something and create those employments? And that's where I started Mialo Software Services. And in the last 5 years, we have been doing a lot of AI and products around our platform, which we call as Mialo.ai, which is a multimodal X analytics platform for automation and decision intelligence.
So can you like brief me a little bit more about your product? What do you offer? What sort of services do you offer to the industry?
So on the services side, like I said, we help other product-based companies to develop their products. That's the DNA. We are good at developing scalable enterprise-grade applications, working with all the product-based companies in the industry globally. And on the product side, in the last 5 years, we've been doing this AI work. We started with computer vision. Eventually, we got into NLP, speech, voice, etc. So that's where now we do multimodal AI. Work on various use cases that come our way. Most of the use cases that we have worked for now is primarily on the security aspects. Like number plate reading of vehicles, traffic violations, etc., facial recognition, intrusion. And then we have also been doing stuff like, automatically reading documents, parsing the documents or back statements, or even like wake word engines like Hey Siri. So that's the kind of stuff we have been doing with the product.
So you started the product, 9 years back when technology was very limited. It was not at, the stage which we are at today. So how do you, really started it back then? And how do you, see it today? Because today technology is everywhere in everything. So how do you see the shift and the change?
Yeah, things have become far more easier and organized today. Even on the AI side, when we started 5-6 years ago, we got to learn a lot of things the hard way, which also helps you, of course. The foundation is quite strong, and that's where we are able to solve a lot of great problems for our clients, and sometimes surprising them in very positive ways. Where, let's say, they have been juggling with some issue for 6 months, and then they say, do you want to help us? And we are able to come up with a solution in a few weeks. And I attribute this kind of delivery to our hard learning that we had earlier. Things are easier, things are better. There are platforms, a lot of more professionals as well, and there's a great awareness. So interesting times, great use cases coming down to us from the clients. So yeah.
So your product is, totally AI driven. But do you think as a startup, if you do not match hands with AI, do you think that, you'll be left behind, or is there any sort of pressure to really, just go hand in hand with AI?
I think our AI journey was not very strategic, but rather it was towards a solution. So we wanted to solve the traffic violation issues that we have in our country. For example, if somebody is driving without a helmet or without a seatbelt, etc. And at that point, when in fact I pitched it to the government of Karnataka, and we were telling them stuff about how we want to solve it. And there's a point when we had to also decide how do we identify a particular vehicle, that this is a vehicle that committed the traffic violation. So, and that's where we said, okay, we'll do a number plate recognition. We started that as a simple problem in our company, but given the non-standard plates that India had, multi-line slanting, handwritten and so on, the only way to do OCR on these number plates is through AI. You cannot do a rule-based programming there. So naturally we had to go into AI, and of course there was traditional computer vision that we started with. So that's how we got married to AI, and we are able to do well because we come with the enterprise grade application development background. So we are able to match and marry both these quite well, and that's a great strength that we have, where we are able to work with a lot of large corporates.
Also, if since your product is incubated at COE, so if I talk about Mialo's association with COE, NASCOM, so how do you really, see it? How they have supported your product?
Awesome, phenomenal is the word. So we actually won the Elevate award from ITBT Ministry last year, and we got incubated by NASCOM, and in fact, our product was launched by the ITBT Minister in 2022 in Bangalore Tech Summit, and NASCOM has been of phenomenal help. They've connected us with great clients, great use cases, and there's this superb ecosystem. I have all the good things to say from my personal experience, and there's no exaggeration here.
All right, so we hope that this journey continues the same way that it has been since the beginning. So thank you so much for connecting with us, Vinod. It was really nice talking to you. Good luck for your startup.